Okay. Hi. This is my very first time making a video of myself doing anything. So I had some questions about the little tiny moons. So little itty bitty things. And it starts with wire. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of jump rings. I'm sure you probably know how to do that already, but if not, I'll show you an easy trick for making jump rings. This is a jump ring mandrel. You can get them in different sizes. I actually got this at one of the craft stores, Michael's or one of them, but I actually have two different ones. And for the moon, I was using, I want to say it was this size. Actually, maybe that one. So we'll go with that one. Actually, I'm going to clean my wire really quick. Just using some sandpaper. Okay. So I'm going to just wrap snugly. And you're just going to coil as tightly as possible around the section. I wish these were actually longer. I could make more at a time, but you could probably use a wooden dowel and really make a whole bunch of them. So then I have my coil. Oh, hold on. I don't want to waste. Push that little guy down. Okay. Sorry, I just feel like I'm really bad at this. Okay. Trim my excess. So I have a coil, and I'm just going to take my my nippers and I'm just going to cut all the way through. And that's going to give me a whole bunch of jump rings. You'll have an end piece that's, you know, scrap, but I have a few now, so that looks good. And I'm thinking I actually should have gone smaller, maybe for a smaller moon, but so I'm starting with this, and I'm going to move the camera, so bear with me. Down to the handle so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to place that there, and I'm going to take my little cheapo chasing hammer, and because I don't have frets, I'm like cheap around here. Yeah, one day. So, got the jump ring here, and you're just going to hammer. Hammering until it's like super flat. You can already kind of see it taking a moon shape, and then you might want to flip it. Just try to concentrate. You can watch it spreading and try to concentrate on the areas that are thinner, because you want kind of a nice even swoop of the moon. I don't know if you can see this now that it's nice and flat. Okay. And then what you're going to do is trim the ends a little bit. You're going to go right about here with it. Trim that into the scrap bucket there. Till you have something that kind of resembles the letter C. then typically, my mess here, I trim right over my scrap bucket. It's a Maxwell House can. So I'm gonna cut kind of a diagonal because you want these end points to taper. So I'm gonna cut just a little bit here, and then maybe a little bit like that. And then another one like this. Again, just tapering in the ends a little bit. And you're going to actually start shaping this at this point. So you're going to grab your file, or you can cheat and use a Fordham if you've got some bits that will take down metal. But for the video's purpose, I'll just show you the filing. So you just start going down. You just have to eyeball the moon shape at this point. And what you're doing is, yeah, see, it's really lumpy right there. So I don't know if you can see that. Just start taking it down. Oops, and don't drop it in the scrap bucket. I can't tell you how many of these tiny little moons I've actually, this one's a little bigger, but the tiny ones, I've dropped 3 of them now, and they're in an alternate dimension. You can sort of see it taking shape. Yeah. And that's the basic idea, you know. Another good way is using I love the black polishers, the black silicone polishers. They're my absolute favorite. They're about all I use because I go from the black straight to buffing with Zam. And the black is enough to smooth it out nicely, but also take off material fairly quickly. It's right in that sweet spot, if you ask me. But so, yeah, you can start. You don't want to leave your ends like so sharp they're going to puncture somebody, because I mean, remember, people do have to wear this, so keep safety in mind. So I usually go over the ends. And this one's shaping up pretty good. My suggestion on this, though, since each one's going to come out a little bit different, you know, depending on how you hammer, make a bunch of them. Because it's hard to control the size of them and the curve of them completely. Like, you know, this is not a precise die cut method. This isn't, you know, piercing. This is just freehanding and shaping the metal. So I'll leave that one alone for now, but that's basically your finished product. You can put a bail on this or do whatever you're going to do, add it to your design. But I just thought this was a really good little trick for making moon embellishments, so there you go.